Some people make noise, others make progress, but what happens when your organization only seems to reward the first? Why is it that those who shout the loudest often seem to get ahead, even if their contributions are less substantial? In many workplaces, what gets noticed tends to get rewarded. Charisma often beats competence. Those who speak up frequently and confidently are usually perceived as leaders, while those who quietly deliver consistent results may remain relatively invisible. It's a dynamic rooted in human behavior, in our innate tendency to equate visibility with value. But this equation isn't always accurate, is it? If you've ever found yourself wondering why performance alone isn't enough, this video is for you. We'll explore the sociological forces behind this phenomenon, explain why certain cultures favor talk over results, and offer 6 strategies to help you gain recognition without compromising your values. We'll discover how to amplify your impact without amplifying your voice, and how to navigate the dynamics of perception to achieve both personal fulfillment and professional recognition. We often assume our work will speak for itself. We believe that if we consistently deliver exceptional results, recognition and reward will naturally follow. But the reality is, in a world saturated with information and competing voices, our achievements can easily get lost in the noise. We need to learn to tell the story of our work, to translate our efforts into a language that resonates with those around us. Don't just state the facts, frame them in a way that highlights their significance. Instead of saying, "I finished the report," try, "I uncovered a pattern in the data that could save us 15% on our Q3 operations. I just wrapped a report highlighting the insights." Notice the difference. By shifting the focus from the task itself to its impact and potential value, you transform a mundane update into a compelling narrative. Remember, leadership doesn't just want to know what you've done, they want to understand why it matters. By framing your work in terms of strategy, impact, and organizational goals, you align your efforts with the bigger picture and demonstrate a deeper understanding of the business. You're not just completing tasks, you're contributing to a larger vision. Visibility isn't about grand gestures or constant self-promotion. It's about making yourself consistently present in subtle but impactful ways. It's about mastering the art of micro-visibility. These are the small everyday actions that over time build a perception of presence, engagement and value. Start by sharing a weekly update, highlighting your progress and key insights. Contribute thoughtfully in meetings, even if it's just to ask a clarifying question or build upon someone else's idea. Publicly, thank a teammate on Slack for their contribution, demonstrating collaboration and appreciation. These seemingly small actions send a powerful message. You are present, engaged, and invested in the team's success. The beauty of micro-visibility is that it feels authentic and effortless. You're not forcing yourself into the spotlight, you're simply making yourself visible in the natural flow of work. Over time, these small actions accumulate, creating a ripple effect that amplifies your presence and influence within the organization. In the animal kingdom, echoing is a survival tactic. By mimicking the sounds of their surroundings, animals can blend in, avoid predators, and even attract mates. In the workplace, we can use a similar principle to amplify our own presence and influence. We call it strategic echoing. Strategic echoing isn't about plagiarism. It's about recognizing and reinforcing good ideas, particularly when they align with your own work. For example, imagine a colleague, Dana, presents a brilliant idea about client segmentation. Instead of letting it pass, you seize the opportunity to echo and connect. "I like what Dana said about client segmentation. That's something I'm applying in my outreach strategy for Latin America. What have you done here?" You've acknowledged Dana's contribution, demonstrating your awareness and appreciation for your colleagues' ideas. You've also subtly positioned yourself as someone who thinks strategically and is already implementing innovative approaches. You've created a link between your work and a valued idea, further embedding yourself in the conversation. Chapter 4. Frame results in organizational language. Every organization has its own language, a set of values, goals, and metrics that define its success. To truly resonate with those in positions of power, you need to learn to speak this language fluently. You need to translate your achievements into outcomes that matter to your leadership. Instead of simply stating what you did, frame your results in terms of their impact on the organization's key objectives. Replace "I built a dashboard" with "I created a tool that cut decision time by 40%, allowing us to respond more quickly to market changes and improve overall efficiency." See the difference? By speaking the language of the organization, you demonstrate that you understand what truly matters. You show that you're not just focused on completing tasks, but on driving the results that ultimately determine the company's success. You align your individual efforts with the collective goals, making your contributions impossible to ignore. Chapter 5. Leverage ally amplification. You don't have to be in every room to be visible. You can extend your reach and amplify your impact by building a network of allies who can champion your work when you're not around. This is the power of ally amplification. Start by actively building relationships with peers across different departments, collaborate on cross-functional projects, offer your expertise generously, and make a point of celebrating the successes of others. When you consistently show up for others, they are more likely to reciprocate. Imagine you're working on a project with a colleague from the marketing department. You go above and beyond to support their efforts, offering valuable insights and ensuring the project's success. Later, in a meeting you're not present for, your marketing colleague highlights your contributions, praising your strategic thinking and dedication. This is ally amplification in action. Chapter 6. Ask thoughtful, framing questions. You don't always have to be the loudest voice in the room to be the most influential. Sometimes the power of a well-placed question can far outweigh the impact of a dozen assertive statements. Asking thoughtful, framing questions demonstrates intellectual curiosity, strategic thinking, and a genuine desire to understand the bigger picture. Imagine you're in a meeting where a new initiative is being discussed. Instead of simply agreeing with the prevailing sentiment, you ask, how does this initiative align with our customer retention strategy? Now you've shifted the direction of the conversation. You've prompted everyone to consider the initiative's strategic implications, demonstrating your own ability to think critically and connect the dots. By mastering the art of asking the right questions at the right time, you can subtly guide the conversation, challenge assumptions, and position yourself as a thought leader. You become known not just for your answers, but for your ability to ask the questions that truly matter. Outro: finding your voice, owning your success. Navigating the dynamics of workplace recognition doesn't require you to become someone you're not. You don't need to sacrifice your authenticity or adopt behaviors that feel inauthentic. It's about understanding the unwritten rules of the game and adapting your approach to ensure your contributions are seen, heard, and valued. Sociological insight reveals a simple truth. Perception plays a powerful role in shaping how we're judged and rewarded. By understanding the forces that influence perception, we can consciously shape how we're seen by those around us. We can become architects of our own visibility, crafting a narrative that reflects our true worth. By mastering the art of narrating your work, embracing micro-visibility, and learning the language of influence, you can achieve recognition without compromising your values. You can find your voice, own your success, and navigate the complexities of the workplace with both authenticity and impact.